Hello and welcome to the Spirit and Soul podcast. I am Tiffany Cohen. I'm the owner of Spirit and Soul Studio. And today we have the monthly message from the universe. And hang on, because it's a good one. It's a really good one. I'm not even going to lie. It's honestly, 3 out of 4. I have 4 cards sitting here, and it's 3 of my favorite cards are out, and I cannot wait to tell you about this. So let's just say, and this is really interesting because I had this whole conversation with my sister Gina this morning, because Gina does all of our marketing and she does all the teacher relations, and we always talk about what is the energy of the month, what do we want to focus on. And we were talking about November and what is the energy of November, what is the message of November. And I started to go on this little rant, as I do, about, in a good way, a good rant about the energy, because it was just flowing, right? So I'm the energy of November is abundance and it's gratitude. So, and these are the things that create miracles. And my poor sister is trying to keep up and type out on her phone all the things I'm saying. But it's the energy of November, just in a nutshell, is truly about the energy of gratitude. And in that energy of gratitude, also it's about abundance and seeing abundance all around you. Think about the energy of Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving, of course, we look at it as food and fun and family and things like that. But in reality, it's truly about giving gratitude, having gratitude, right? One of the symbols of Thanksgiving is a cornucopia, or also called, I think, a horn of plenty, right? So it's about abundance. It's the energy of abundance. A lot of times you see that cornucopia with apples and fruits coming out of it. And a lot of those representations, right? The apple is a symbol for abundance, right? So when we really look at the energy of November, we are leaning into some of the best energy that can set us up for the next year, for the year ahead, right? Because we're winding down now, 2023. We're heading into 2024, and we have this energy that we can play and work with, right? So it's already there. How is it there? Well, honestly, it's there collectively for the United States anyway, because we celebrate Thanksgiving collectively in the United States. We have this holiday that creates and the stories behind it that create this energy that we all tend to start feeling of abundance and of gratitude. So we feel it innately. We begin to feel it. And then it's what you do with it that's going to really dictate what happens in this month for you. So what comes out first, and the first card that comes out, is expect miracles. This is, by the way, I'm reading from the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. If you've ever had a reading with me, it is always with this Oracle deck. I absolutely love it. The angels just speak to me, and I just love this deck. I know you guys love it too. We're consistently selling out of it. We did just get it back in stock for anybody that wants it, but this card that comes up first is you have to expect the miracles. You have to expect them. When we are in gratitude, it is a magnet for miracles. So understand that the more gratitude you can give, the more magnet of for miracles you will become. So expect the miracles. So we can't just say we just go through life, right? We have to be intentional with life. I talk about this all the time, every chance I can get, to be honest with you. We have to expect those miracles. We have to have our arms open wide to them, and even more than our arms open wide, we have to have our hearts open wide to it. Not looking at the negatives, not looking at the complaints, not looking at life and saying, oh, life is this, and now I'm going to be so busy. Now I have to spend all this money on Christmas gifts, and now I have to, cook for a bunch of people, and now I have to do all these things. How about you get to host Thanksgiving for your family and friends? How about you get to have a house full of people that are there to be together on a day that is meant to be spent together? How about you get to, right? Start to reframe your life, because I hear this so much. It's actually sad. I even heard it and it really upset me. I'm recording this on November 1st. So I heard this at Halloween as people were walking so much yesterday. And I was actually like, I wanted to like go up to these people and be like, hey, you get a couple of Halloweens with your children that they want to actually spend it with you and go trick-or-treating with you. Can you find gratitude for being here with your kids instead of having them hear you say, here we go, trick-or-treating, another day? Like, this is what I kept hearing. And I'm like, damn, like, if you only knew, number one, that your kids are hearing this and it's like, I have to be here, right? Do you want to be with somebody that thinks that they have to be with you, that they have to be there with you? It was just so sad and it really bothered me. So how about take a step back and look at life, that you get to be here. You get to be here in this life. You get to have these relationships. Like, that's a privilege. That is a privilege. So take a step back from your life and look at it as the miracle that it is. Because let me tell you something, it is a miracle that you are here. It is a miracle that you get to have the family that you do. And that you get, even if they piss you off, even if, there's some non-preferred things happening there. If you have one person at your table, at your Thanksgiving table, then my goodness, how lucky are you? And if you are sitting there and you're like, it is just me here, but I am in such deep gratitude for that, that is a beautiful miracle, because you are here on this earth. So let's start looking at life as the precious thing that it is, and start to expect more miracles to follow. So the other thing is this. It's like the miracles are on their way or are already there because you're beginning to expect them. But also on top of it, we're pulling the intuition and downloads card. We are pulling that you get it. Like, you're like, yes, they are. Yes, they are on their way, because let me tell you something. I've been doing all the things and I've been doing all the work and I've been getting really intentional with my life and I've been taking aligned action. So you better believe that they're on their way. And I've been seeing 1111 a lot, right? I've been doing all the right things and I've been really deep into, and I feel like I'm just in alignment and I'm in soul flow and I'm in all the things and I feel it coming. I know it's coming. Right? So intuition, it's like you're listening to what's going on around you. So really a lot of what's happening here is that we're getting intentional with life. We're understanding and we're in a state of receiving. However, in the challenge comes transformation, which was reversed. So transformation in your challenge section, it means that you're going to resist it. So now that you know that, it's like resisting the transformation. It's like we want all the things, but then we get scared for the change that they bring, right? So we have to transform into someone else. It doesn't mean every part of us changes, but we've released things. Maybe we've done some work and we're elevating. And in the elevation, we call in the things that we want. We call in the manifestations, understanding that those things are going to transform either you, a part of your life. And that's okay. That's what you're asking for, right? So, and not being afraid of the change on the other side. So your challenge is going to be to accept that transformation, to allow the transformation within yourself to occur, not just be like, okay, yeah, I got the thing, I manifested the thing, and I'm like, good. No, like allow it to change, allow it to really become a part of who you are. And transformation for me is one of like the best energies. Like, people think I'm crazy. I love the energy of eclipse season. I think it just allows. I think if you allow in eclipse season, then what it does is it allows your life to transform in the ways that it is meant to. And that means letting go of people and letting go of experiences and letting go of certain things in order to allow transformation to occur. So transformation, we do have to allow for it though. Okay. So make sure now that I'm saying these words, I want you to take a step back as the things are unfolding and the miracles are happening and all the stuff is unfolding. And I want you to take the step back and say, am I allowing for the transformation? Am I allowing all the things to actually occur? So take that step back. Okay. You got it? Now, the overarching energy of all of this is it's divine timing. Maybe you've been like, where is this manifestation? What the hell is going on? I've been manifesting, I've been doing all the work, and maybe you've been in this state of that, but understand that all of these things are happening because it was meant to. Please don't take that step back and then say, why didn't I do this sooner? If only I would have done it sooner. You couldn't have done it sooner because it's divine timing. It happened when it was supposed to happen because you were ready for it to occur. Because you're not standing in your own way of your transformation anymore. Okay? And you allowed. Maybe before it wasn't the right timing. Maybe before, like that's always the thing. It's like, why didn't I start this sooner? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Because you weren't meant to. Because you had some lessons to learn, or you wouldn't have appreciated it. Or maybe, and this is like one of my favorite things that I heard from Victoria Washington. She said, if things happen, if you had all the resources to, let's say, start your business or move into a brand new house or whatever it is, you wouldn't have given the credit to the universe. And she says, God, you use whatever word you like. You wouldn't have given God the credit. You wouldn't have given the universe the credit for working its magic. You would have said, I already had the money and that's how I was able to do it. Right? But when we sit for a second, I get chills every time I say that and I think about that, because when we actually take the step back and look at the bigger picture, the truth is that you would have done that. You would have given the credit to money. You would have given the credit to the resources, and you wouldn't have given the credit to the fact that the universe was always working in your favor, that you listened, you did the work, and now the universe was showing up for you, right? That you expected the miracles. You opened up your heart wide to them. You listened, and then you allowed. And so you received. And so it was time, not because you had the money, not because you had the time, not because you had the help. It was because you took the aligned action and you were a willing participant in your journey. And that is why it is time. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm holding up all the cards as I'm making these very poignant points. I am holding up the cards that go with them. The expect the miracles, the intuition and downloads, the transformation card, and of course the divine timing. Okay. So this month, the energy of this month is leaning into that energy of expecting miracles. It is leaning into the energy of abundance, of gratitude, because when we understand that we live in an abundant universe, that abundance is who we are, that we can see abundance all around us. And then we can be grateful for everything that we already have in our lives, knowing that we are calling in more and that is okay, right? We can lean into that so much more deeply. And that everything is happening for us at all times, happening in its divine timing, right? When it's supposed to be happening in our lives. So when you can start to understand that, you can take that step back, you can really go with the flow as things are opening up, as things are happening for you, right? So this is a beautiful way to start off, number one, an incredible holiday season, but also it's an incredible way to end the year and to begin a new year with this energy. Like, my goodness, what a springboard. What a springboard of energy. What a gift we are being given right now of this energy. And if you can hang on to that, as I know that things may be rough, right? We may have things that we may have to go to, family things, and, there's always somebody on your case or whatever it might be. Try to take that step back and really understand that everything that's happening is happening as a gift for you. And what are you supposed to take from that? Is it that you need bigger boundaries, more protections? Is it that you just need to understand that even though, like, maybe some people are on their own journeys, they mean well, they don't mean to badger you, they don't mean to, but they're trying to keep you safe, right? It could be a multitude of things. Take the step back and understand them and find the gratitude, expect the miracles, and allow. What an incredible way to really kick off, honestly, this holiday season, but getting into a new year. I couldn't be more excited for all of us, honestly, because I'm in this too. I'm like, yes! I was dancing. I'm not going to lie. If you would have seen me, I should have started the camera earlier. I pulled these cards. I was dancing for us. I celebrated. How about you celebrate with me? Let's do it together. Let's do a little dance. I'm dancing right now. Do a little dance. Get that energy and that flow of fun and joy. If you're in your car right now, who cares? Let it go, okay? If you're like jogging right now and you're listening, or you're cleaning, come on, break it down with me. So we don't need any music. We have the energy and the music of joy within our hearts. That's all that we need in this moment, because we know that there is an incredible energy that we can tap into that is happening for us in this moment. My goodness, let's give so much gratitude for that. So one last little shimmy, and that's going to be it for this podcast episode. So I hope that you enjoyed. Lean into the energy. If there's anything that Spirit and Soul can do to support you as you go into this energy, please reach out to us. Also, this is the month that we start offering our free, it's not even a month of magic anymore. It's a little bit more than that, but we start with some free classes. And the first one that's kicking it off is it's always my free night of gratitude circle. So we already have a bunch of people signed up for it. I think we're almost halfway full at this point. We are doing it in person and virtual. So make sure you're signing up for the right one, so that we know how many people we're going to have in person. But please sign up for that. It is going to be a night where we just get to sit in gratitude and to feel into that energy that we can become that magnet for miracles. Okay. And we're going to do that together. And I get to give my gratitude for you, which I'm always grateful for you. So sign up for the classes. How can we help you? And I hope that you truly lean into this energy. And I will see you on the next episode of the Spirit and Soul podcast.